Palm Sunday this weekend. That's the day that marks the end of Lent and the beginning of Holy Week. You'll notice in the Gospel reading at the liturgy this weekend that people are shouting in praise and welcome, Hosanna to the Son of David as Jesus enters Jerusalem. They're laying the palm branches before him in a gesture of great welcome and celebration. But have you ever thought, as I do every time I hear this Gospel, that it was these same crowd of people who just a few days later on Good Friday were calling out, "Crucify him, crucify him"? I can tragically relate to that, because some days I do welcome enthusiastically and praise Christ, and then there are other days where I might call through my words or actions or lack of good action, I may call "Crucify him." Ignatius of Loyola helps us to understand this when 500 years ago in his spiritual exercises, he talked about the two armies. Of course, for Ignatius, the soldier, the military image was a very popular one, and at the time, maybe not so popular for us today. But what Ignatius was saying is we have to stand behind one banner or the other, one standard or the other. In the exercise called the Two Standards, he talks about the standard or the flag, the banner of Christ, and the standard or the banner of the evil one. Which army are you on? Every moment, every one of us is in one or the other. And if we're not thinking about it, we can very easily fall to being part of the army of the evil one. So it requires a choice, a decision on our part to be part of the army of Christ. Well, if the military image is not that helpful for you, what about thinking of two teams? Are we part of the team of Christ or the team of the evil one? Again, every moment we're part of one or the other. We need to make a decision so that we don't fall into being part of the team of the evil one. That decision becomes something that we practice so that we can grow in relationship with Christ. And I invite you today in a very simple way to say, as often as you think about it, am I moving with Christ? Am I on the team of Christ or on the team of the evil one? And sometimes immediately we become aware that the way that we've been speaking or acting in recent hours or days is more akin to the behavior of the evil one. We need to realign ourselves with Christ, because we know that when we live in relationship with Christ, we find the fullness of the health and the happiness that we seek.